The mystery behind me. Chapter 1. On a cold but blustery morning, I was walking to class and noticed there was some fog on the grass. From the night before also, I noticed the sun wasn't up yet, which had made a eerie morning. As I was walking to the front door, out from nowhere, a flock of crows started to fly over me as if I was their prey or something. They had made an evil sound as they flew over me that I would never forget. I started to run to the front doors to try and get in, but for some reason the doors would not open. I said to myself, this is strange, the doors are always open at this time, but why weren't they open today? Were they locked or were they just stuck, I wondered. As I was trying to get them open, I couldn't. They were stuck. I looked to see what I could find to break the window open. Down on the side was a brick that I had found. So I turned around to pick it up and saw the crows flying to me. As I picked the brick up and tossed it in the window, the sound of the glass breaking had made the crows leave for a while. So I climbed in the broken window to get in. I was safe, I said, or was I? As I started to look around inside to see why nobody was here, I noticed I was a bit early. I said to myself, that's why the doors were locked. Was I going to get in trouble for breaking the window? I would have to come up with a reason why I did it. So I gathered up my stuff to see what was going on outside. I had to know, were the crows still out there or have they left for good? I got my things and started walking to my car. I made it without them seeing me. I was safe, I said. Or was I? Chapter 2. It's Halloween night. The weather outside was damp and cold. I was on my way to work that evening over at the RCA Dome in Indianapolis. Nothing out of the ordinary so far. As we were getting ready to start our rounds, myself and my partner were patrolling the RCA building. We were having a nice little conversation when she had asked me if I had heard about the men that got electrocuted. At first I was kind of shocked. I had said, no, I haven't. As we were walking, she went on and explained how he died, and how he had got electrocuted down here in the tunnel. I kept listening. As we got to the tunnel, I kind of stood and froze for a second, as if my body wouldn't move. Finally, we opened the door and went in. As we got close to the site, I had got a chill down my body, which made me even more nervous. I looked at my partner and said, did you feel that? She said yes, and all of a sudden we started to voices. We turned and ran out the door. As we got to the inn, we looked at each other and never said nothing to no one. Chapter 3. Angles and demons. How many of us have seen things at night moving around and crawling? This takes place back one night in Kansas City, Mo. I was married to my first wife at the time and had a seizure. I really don't recall having it, but only thing that I can recall was I was in the emergency room and the doctor was working on me. I had heard my wife crying as she was down by my bed, and the doctor was saying, we're loosing him. As I was on the bed, I had an out-of-body experience. I had saw myself laying on the bed as I was floating through a tunnel. As the end got closer, I noticed a bright light coming from the end. I was here in heaven, I said. As the light got closer to me, his voice started to talk to me. He had said, Brian, it's not time for you yet. So I woke up in the ICU and saw my wife. I had asked what happened. She said I was dead. So I told her what I saw. If you don't believe in angels and demons, they are real. Stories, my blog or my life.